Call this beat Will Smith, cause it slaps hard. Now, we do have another question in the chat, which is, what did you think about Usher and Alicia Keys? Oh my God. I'm glad you asked the question. So let me just do a quick little Google search here real quick. Images, Usher, Alicia. All right. I'm going to pull this up for you guys because you need to see this. All right. So I'm going to share my screen because I saw that. You know, my eyes catch everything. And it was really hard to not see that during the course of the event, because, you know, Usher got out there, was doing a great job. And then he, all of a sudden, you know, Alicia Keys has a moment when she comes out. She's wearing this really fine red dress and looking like all kinds of red candy from Christmas. And then, you know, Usher and her had a song called My Boo that came out back in the day. And so, of course, they had to do the duet. And they did the duet. But man, let's see here. So this is what happened on stage, people. So the internet was up in arms about Usher going up to Alicia Keys and hugging her. And it'd be one thing, it was like, oh, it's like a little friendly hug. Oh, it's just part of the little sway thing. Where his hands were going places that an HR person would have probably fired you for, if you know what I mean. And so I saw this, and my first thought was, that's not a good look. But then the second thought I had, because, you know, Swizz Beatz came out, her husband, Swizz Beatz came out and said, hey, you guys are worried about the wrong thing. You should be worried about that. She looked really hot in that dress. What I was worried about was this exact thing, was that the next day, not even the next day, that night, this would become a meme. And now plastered all over the internet is a picture of Usher and his wife hugged up, having a good time with Usher's hands all over these various parts of her. And I thought to myself, dang, Swizz Beatz is a simp. Like, because he's trying to put on a good front. Hey, it's just for show. Hey, who knows? Maybe they're having swinger parties where they've already hooked up together collectively. Who knows? But that's not something I'd want my girl doing. Like, I wouldn't want to see my girl hooked up with another guy, then have that posted all over the internet. And so I'm like, who thought about that? Like, putting the show together, who thought about that? Who thought that this was going to be a good idea for these two to hook up, to hug each other on stage and connect in a way that do people not know in the 21st century that pictures and memes are things that people are constantly looking online for reasons to be able to, like, take this kind of stuff and then post it to embarrass people? Like, I've seen so many memes of them, like, oh, I put on my Facebook, like, I said, this is the reason that your boyfriend basically worries about that close guy friend of yours personified. This is literally that. Like, the work husband, the close guy friend who, he doesn't see me like that, really, but he's hugging you like that, but he's touching you like that. And so I thought it was absolutely, like, atrocious and asinine that they even allowed that in the show. But hey, I don't know their lives. Maybe Swizz Beatz was cool with it. Maybe he legitimately was cool with it, but it's not a good look. And I would think, again, I would hope that I'd be dating a person that wouldn't even sign on to do this kind of thing. Like, if Alicia were my wife, I would hope she'd be like, hey, there's a part of the show, Usher, where you want to come up to me and, like, hug up on me. Like, that was cool when I was single, but, like, I'm a married woman now. So can we just, like, you know, touch hands and maybe do a little circle or something like that? Like, nah, baby, I got to hug up on you. Well, then I can't be part of the show. Like, I would have done like that. Or I would have hoped that my girl would have done like that. But that wasn't the case. So, but also keep in mind, Alicia Keys is the same woman that the way that her and Swizz Beatz got together was Swizz Beatz was previously married and Alicia hit on Swizz Beatz. So this isn't out of Alicia Keys' character to even do this kind of thing, because she does not have the best rep at being a faithful woman, let alone not being willing to break up a relationship, including apparently her own. So she's already of low character and of low value, but Swizz decided to marry her. Like, Swizz let his marriage get broken up by her and then married her. At that point, this kind of behavior should not be a surprise. So that's my thoughts on this. Hopefully you got some insights and enjoyed that little rant. But, like, yeah, it was absolutely like, what are you doing? Like, this is going to be all people talk about the next day. And the sad part is Usher put on a great performance. All people were talking about is, like, but him and Alicia. And that's the saddest part, because that performance was absolutely stellar and great. I downloaded a few songs afterwards, but yeah, that picture of them together, no bueno at all. You's a bad boy, but you can't stop, won't stop. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class man. You a high class man. You a high class man. You a high earning, high value, high class.